Hey, back again everybody, and this is the last video on showing off the lightsabers. I'm going to be showing you guys the newer one, which is from last year for Darth Revan. Anyways, I was showing on the last one, which was the Obi-Wan Kenobi, where I was just saying they could have used some thicker feet to the front of the stand here. This one, no problem. It balances out good. Also, something to point out, this top piece where just one of the fins of the saber fits into it, holds it in place really nice, and this is actually really dense rubber. Just this part's plastic. Otherwise, nice metal stand once again. And the reason it stays in there better, this one, it's either some type of an alloy or it might be brushed aluminum, like Air Force aluminum. As it's definitely much lighter, but still, it's pretty damn sturdy stuff if it is Air Force aluminum. And also, no rubberized parts on this that will dry rot. So another one that should last me forever. Is this kind of stuff. I don't plan on ever getting rid of it, man. I love lightsabers, and it's nice that I can finally start collecting some of the nicer ones thanks to Big Mike. And I think I mentioned the guy that was standing there with me that had just brought in an Oddball branded one. I don't know if Mike's bought it or not. I have no idea. Until I see it on eBay or until I stop in a store, I have no idea. But if it's where I could do a trade on it, oh yeah, definitely. So I really want to start collecting these and just have a row of them on a wall or whatever, like a lot of people do. Otherwise, once again, just going to show you guys the hilt first. And the picture is kind of deceiving, where it makes you think you're going to get the usual one where it's kind of just chromed out and everything. This is multi-tone brushed, which in a way I like that. It's got all the different textures and everything. Even the blades, which this has little blades that pop out around the blade. The big blade, bigger, more bigly blade or whatever. I'm an idiot. Anyways, they got kind of that side swiped brush look where it's just lines going in one direction or whatever. Actually, all of that's pretty much where it's been just white brushed in one direction, where it's not sloppy. It's just they did it to where it's different tones. Show you guys up close here. You nerds can say what you want to where, oh, I don't like the grips and stuff. This is what made me go to his store and make a trade. I like the look of this. To me, it's just freaking cool looking. I like the look of it. And on those blades, they're hinged so you can flip them out. And one guy that was showing them where it's him and his little boy that they'll be in videos or whatever. Maybe he's just got one where they forgot to go over all the edges. I think he was saying on the one that he had to where the edges here were a little sharp. This feels like they just went over them really lightly and got them smoothed out. I don't feel anything sharp where you'd accidentally cut yourself. Everything's nice and smoothed out. It's just, you got to really look for it. Yeah, I could just see where they just barely went over the sharp edges. So he could have just gotten one to where whoever put his together forgot to do that. That's usually what you'll get sometimes, is just little subtle mistakes where somebody slipped up. Otherwise, this one looks really friggin' nice to me. And then got your 2 buttons. Red button power, green button does all the effects. Which this one, oh, the effects on the blade are freaking awesome. Really cool light show that it gives you, man. Very cool effects. And on the parts that screw on and off, more like the original master replicas or whatever, where the stripping is the usual thin stripping, so got to be a little bit more careful. Still kind of chunky on the construction. Still feels like a pretty quality piece. That other one for Obi-Wan, man, it's just, wow. It must be because it's die cast. It's just chunky. Just thicker metal. So this almost looks like it's been spun out or whatever on some of the parts. And what's weird is it's got your end cap here. It's got another piece here. It's got like a plus in the middle where you can put in a flathead screwdriver, but I found if you just push it on the palm of your hand and get it to start screwing out. I don't know why they did it that way, but could be just to hold in the battery compartment better. And the battery compartment on this one, typical to what you were getting with the regular old master replicas and the Force FX or whatever. So I think because the other one's Obi-Wan, they wanted to go all out and just really try and fancy it up as much as possible. Price-wise on what these originally went for, I don't know which one was more expensive. I'll have to find that out online. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's what they were thinking of, is something to push against it better so everything stays in place. And really, when it comes to the hilt, the only thing I don't like, and it looks like it's just silk screened on. Fortunately, it's not been laser etched or anything to where it's in there permanent. Bad enough it's got all this writing on the bottom of it. That I don't like that, where it just says CE, don't throw in the trash, in big letters there, man. That, I look at it and it's very tempting for me to want to just get some light grade polishing wool and see if I can take that off. The bottom of it doesn't bug me too much because you're really not going to be looking at it, but that's right there in plain sight. I mean, I thought they were supposed to only do that on cheaper ones, like the little plastic toy lightsabers, not this kind of stuff, so whatever. Yeah, the more I look at it, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to get that to come off fairly easy. And when I'm talking light grade steel wool for polishing, it's like number 0000 and a few more zeros or whatever. The lightest you can get to where it's light enough you can use it to take the oxidation off of your windshield on your car and it will not scratch the glass. It'll scratch the mirrors, don't use it on a mirror, but I'll use that when I get heavy oxidation buildup on my windshield. And it will take it right off, but that should be enough to lift this. Or another thing that might work, magic eraser. Otherwise, I like the look of it. Now on this one, another little thing they've done. Screw this. There's a two-piece cap here. The outer shell here that screws on, and then this cap piece or whatever to fancy it up. I agree, for the original price that they probably wanted for this, which I can't remember what the guy said. It was up there enough to where they could have done better, but it's still kind of cool. Got this inside here, and just get your fingers in, push down, give it a little twist. It's just got your little thing with your crystal inside of it, and either it has some kind of little rechargeable battery in it, or maybe a slow charge capacitor or whatever, to where it's just enough of a charge to make it do something for a little bit and then it goes out. Otherwise, remember how to do this. It's where the instructions on these are a little to try and figure stuff out, as it does a lot of things, but they could have written the instructions a little better on this one and the previous. But anyways, you can get this to light up red, and then you're also able to get it to light up purple, which I can get it to do red and take it out of the thing and it will stay lit. On the purple, I don't know the trick. I haven't quite figured it out. So, let's see if I can see what color it is now. Okay, well, right now it's red, so if you press the power button once, yeah, it lights up. Okay, yeah. That's weird. Once it turns red, just press the button once and you can take it out, and as you can see, it's lit up. Again, let's see. You're supposed to hold both buttons down and it'll turn purple. Just can't remember for how long. Okay, turn purple. And it got brighter, so let's see if it'll do it and stay purple. Okay, I just figured it out there. I might have been holding it down too long or not long enough, so there you go. Now it's purple. So it's a little cool bonus thing that they did for it. Okay, you press it once and it just kind of reset it, and then you press it again and it shuts off. So, show you guys the blade. That's where you just set this little piece and the crystal thing aside. Now, showing you guys that the blade with the Obi-Wan actually says Obi-Wan on the side of it. This one just has like serial number or whatnot, so it doesn't say the name of the character. Otherwise, same old thing. Pop it in place. Wound up right here. Push down. And just twist or not. Yeah, give it a twist. Okay, that locks it in place. Set that at the top. Much easier to screw this on when the blade's out. Just locks it in place. back in if you want. Let's see, should purple. Now it's purple. This one, when you hit it, right now, oh, my batteries just die, probably. Could be the batteries are getting old. I don't know if Mike put them in or if it was the owner that put them in. No idea where it shut off. So anyways, almost the entire blade looks like it kind of just lightens up when it's getting struck. Press the green button repeatedly. I'm going to turn the light off for this because it's purple. This stupid camera, like my other ones, making it look like it's white. Oh yeah, well, kind of, ish. I don't know if it's going to help or not. I don't know what looks better. These damn cameras. I don't know what it is. But it always wants to make everything look white. So anyways, let's see. If you have it aimed up and you hold down green. That's a stupid camera. Doesn't like the purple. Anyways, I'll show that when it turns red. Otherwise, when you hold it down, I'd say about a foot down from the tip, it gets all the multicolors, like you're cutting through a wall or whatever. Let me see. This one. Okay, same thing. Same thing if you aim it down. And I believe to make it change to red, you hold down red and green. And once again, god damn these freaking cameras. Why does it make everything look white? I don't get it. Try this with the lights off. God, man. Stupid cameras. Well, see if anything's going to show up. Kind of. Looks way better to the naked eye. This... Yeah. Figures it's going to pull the same crap as the Microsoft camera to where it just makes everything look white. Let's see if it'll do the end of it here. Yeah, it's just not going to show good. Okay, yeah, so it does. Okay, that's what I think it is. I think my batteries are starting to get weak. Turn them on again. Good. That's what it does when you're smacking it. Whole thing just flashes white. It's the same thing when you're moving forward. And just like the other one, nice and smooth. As far as I'm concerned, man, really freaking cool on this thing. And I have no idea what brand that saber was that this guy brought in that was an oddball, other than all I did was go to the Ultra Sabers website, and because of Facebook I'm getting freaking ads from all kinds of places that do custom sabers, and I did notice one of them does this, which I think it's a little bit more tapered down, but it didn't look like the fins here were retractable for these blades or whatever. Looked like they were just permanent. And for the life of me, I can't remember what site. I can't believe how many sites there are now that sell custom ones. And when it comes to money, this outright, you're getting all the sound effects, all that cool stuff. And I think it was Ultra Sabers to where, yeah, the guy's got a video and he was saying you buy the hilt and then it's kind of like upgrading a computer. Like if you get on the Apple website and you're buying a new Mac, you start out with the bare bones and gradually start adding stuff on, and it sounded like that was the situation with any sound effects, to where you can either get it with no sound or whatever, with just plain old blade where it just turns on and off, or you can get it with just a few sound effects, or full blown to where it's got all kinds. It just depends on how much you want to spend, hence the whole custom thing. You customize it depending on how much money you got through the lottery. But price wise, for like just bare bones ones that were already put together and stuff, seem to pretty much coincide with these ones from Kenner for the Black Series Elites. Say on the stand, it's made to where one of these fins fits into the notch. I'll show you guys here. Fits nice. Feels like it's not going to go anywhere. So let's set this aside and show you guys the box. Being this one's like new, nice looking box. And I think here, this is one of those characters to where some of the people were saying you really don't see them pop up anywhere, like in the movies or whatever. I pretty much just stick to the movies and the series that are live action for Star Wars. I gotta start watching some of the animated to see if maybe he's popped into one of them, but from what I found, this character is from, I think, the original Knights of the Old Republic game. And the whole two-tone thing on the blades to where it goes from purple to red, he supposedly has powers from the dark side and the light side of the Force. So just one of those oddball characters, but that's the kind of stuff I like. Some of this stuff to where people don't really catch on to it, or I don't know who that character is, so I'm not going to buy it. This is the shit that becomes rare because not everybody's buying it. So once it gets to that point, and I ain't quite dead yet, hopefully this one will get a little bit more valuable, being it doesn't seem to be, I guess, too sought after. Don't know. Just say, man, I'm just starting to collect these nicer ones, so don't know. That's where some of my master replica ones, depends on the sword on those, is getting electronics that are dated enough to where you're not going to get all that cool stuff that I just showed you. It's just going to be pretty damn basic, to where nowadays they're really just getting out there to where it's pretty movie accurate on some of them. So put it into this video, and I think I got enough energy left in me, hence caffeine, to where I'll go ahead and show you guys the regular old toys that I picked up from Big Mike and also the thrift store. So I found a couple things over at Goodwill for Star Wars the same day that I picked up these 2 lightsabers. So I'll go ahead and show that off. So now I've tested everything out and everything's working. Have a good one, everybody.